Hello, I hope all of you are doing well today, and I wanted to share how we do our off-grid laundry with minimal supplies. I use 4 ingredients to make our wash bucket, and we're just using plastic containers that we got from the store. Nothing crazy, we are bare minimum right now. We just moved onto our property, so I thought I would share what that might look like if you are somebody that is interested in going off-grid and you have to do all of your chores still. You need clean clothes. So for the wash bucket, I use baking soda, my favorite essential oils, and castile soap that I shred. Castile soap that I use is coconut oil based. And to agitate the clothes, I actually use a plunger. I know there is a agitator tool that looks like a plunger, but I don't know, I'm not that fancy. I thought the plunger would do fine, and it does. It does pretty well for me. I don't separate the whites and the colors either. I just kind of throw it all together. If stuff is really dirty, I'll leave that for the last load, but I'm just pretty simple with it. Just kind of throw it in there, mix it up, rinse it off, strain it out. The process is really simple, and I honestly really enjoy it. I never thought I would enjoy doing laundry by hand, but I don't know, there's something very peaceful and satisfying about being in nature and in the quiet and just smelling the nice smells that you've created with a soap mixture that you made up yourself, and the clothes end up so crisp and fresh from the sun. My kids really enjoy it too, like to help me agitate the clothes, and this wringer is the only thing that actually costs something, significant. I did invest a little bit in this. I did get it on Amazon though. I didn't get it from an Amish store or anything. It was $160, and it is a higher quality wringer. They have cheaper ones, but I'm in this for the long run, so I wanted to invest in something that would last me a while. And you could see our setup here. We're literally on a 4x4 with 2x6 pieces of wood that my husband put together for me on sawhorses that he built. So it is nothing fancy or attractive. It is just, we need clean clothes. This is the setup that we have. It works. It's very easy. It is good height for me. I'm pretty short, so he tried to have it so it was a good level for me, and he did a good job. But this wringer does really well. I'm not sure how the cheaper ones do, but it's very simple. You put your clothes in, you turn the handle, and you pull from the other side, and it just squishes all the water out. It's really satisfying, actually. Now I do separate the loads, meaning I will do a whole bucket filled of laundry. I will wash it off, rinse it out, strain it out, put it in my other laundry basket, and then I'll do some more. So I do it in kind of sections. Otherwise, you'll have too much laundry in one bucket and they won't get a good wash out of it. This secondary container that I use, it's just clean water in it. That's all it is. I'm just making sure I'm getting all of the soap content off so it's not, waxy or anything like that. And I just squeeze it out by hand, and then I put it through the wringer. I'm pretty sure all wringers do this, but this one has an adjustment on the top where you can make it tighter or looser. I can't imagine why another version wouldn't have this. It's really necessary. But if you have thicker clothing or pants or towels, blankets, that kind of thing, you can loosen the tightness so you can actually fit it in there. I have trouble with some waistbands and things, so I'll actually turn it or loosen it, tighten it, whatever you need to do. The towels can obviously be a little challenging because they really hold the water, so I had to squeeze this one out for quite a bit. But the wringer is just amazing. It gets so much water out. You would be surprised how much water is in some of your clothes, especially towels. They really hold it. This is one of the really satisfying parts of laundry, is watching all of that water come out, especially out of something like this, a bath towel that's pretty porous. It really holds the water, and it's so awesome to see all of that come out. My enthusiasm about laundry is probably pretty lame, but that's okay. It makes my life more exciting looking at these little things. Look at that. It's great. That's so great. Oftentimes when I was doing laundry in my house when I lived in New Jersey, it was a really quick rush. Throw it in there and get the soap in and then switch it over. This process is totally different, and I'm actually slowing down instead of speeding up and enjoying the atmosphere and nature around me. Something that I've learned is the sun actually purifies your fabrics, your clothing, blankets, when you hang them out on the line. It is amazing that it can do that. You don't get that from a dryer. And obviously, the dryer is on high heat, and you can kill mites and insects and things that are on your clothes, whereas the sun doesn't really do that. But the sun does purify, and the dryer doesn't do that. And I just thought that was really, really cool to share. As a woman, a mom, there's something really special about hanging out laundry. I have never been familiar with doing this my whole life, and I'm in my 20s, I'm young, but this is a newer thing for me, and I really enjoy it, and there's something very special about it. It's probably one of those unique things about slow living is you look at the perspective of chores differently. Now these bags I'm showing is clothes that have ticks all over them, seed ticks particularly, and there are a few little bigger ones, but I put together a bucket of neem oil and some of my soap mix. I have to leave these clothes in there for 24 hours minimum to effectively kill any ticks in them. So when we're talking about the dryer, this is the alternative to putting the clothes in the dryer for 10 minutes on high heat to kill them. I have to do this. Now I don't mind this, and neem oil is a safe oil. It's a natural oil from a tree if you don't know. It's very effective in killing ticks and mites and just pests in general. And we use it to treat our property. We even have a big spray bottle of it right by our back door, so that when we come out to go outside, we spray our legs and our feet so the ticks are less likely to crawl onto us. Now all these clothes and shoes were when we first moved onto the property. We've had the property for a couple of months, but we weren't able to treat it as often because we were living an hour and a half away. I didn't know this before, but when you have a lot of wildlife coming on your property like we do, if you have one female tick drop off of one of the animals that's traveling on your property, that female tick can lay 2,000 eggs. Thanks be to the Most High that we have things that we can use to help with. I hope you find this encouraging and insightful, that if you want to go off grid and you're not quite sure how things will work, and roughing it in the beginning like we are because we don't have a house yet or really much of anything, it's really not that big of a deal. It's only a big deal if you make it a big deal and you're frustrated and annoyed with not having the normal modern conveniences that we have. And let me tell you, the kids love it. They enjoy it so much. So don't be afraid to do it if you have young children. And like me, I'm pregnant with my fourth. It can be done. It has been done for thousands of years. And I hope this is a blessing to you. Thanks.